So with this choice comes the abundance. With this choice comes that prosperity that you've been looking for. You just have to choose it, right? You've been working hard. Use that discernment of the Queen of Swords. Be confident like that Queen of Wands. You have all that you need right now. You just have to trust yourself, okay? Hello and welcome to your daily tarot insight. So we had the full moon in Scorpio this week, and we are also for a couple of days having Mercury squaring Pluto retrograde. So Mercury is in Taurus. Mercury is your thoughts and ideas. That's usually more practical, more stable, but squaring Pluto retrograde, where a square being frustrating, but then kind of inspiring, right? It causes a little bit of tension, but then you kind of like see the light. And so that your thoughts and ideas are transforming what you might have seen as this is the way it was going to be, or this is what I wanted, but then I'm still clinging to these other things. So now it's going to transform to the following. So let's see what we have for today's message, Spirit. What does the collective need to focus on, please? Okay. So we have power. That is also part of that Pluto retrograde dynamic. You are reevaluating your power dynamics. How do you want to approach them? How do you want to deal with them? How do you want to move forward? And then we have the shift. So there's a shift going on, right? A number 9, something's ending. And then we have a 46 here, which is a 10, which is an ending. So things are coming to an end. Again, with this squaring, you're feeling that tension, but it's inspiring to the point where it's revealing some truths, right? Pluto retrograde is uncovering some of those hidden truths, some things that are underlying that you're not necessarily seeing right now. So, and then again, it's just a couple of days, but you just had that, you're still feeling the effects of the full moon in Scorpio. I did our first Sunday morning coffee this past weekend. Please check it out. I'll have a link for you to click on it at the end of the video. And that is something that I want to continue to do. So we can talk about what's been going on. How can we move forward if something has been, maybe I just heard crowding us, right? Is keeping us stuck, maybe, right? So just some more guidance for the week. So for this power, we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So we have collaboration here, right? We have 3 people in this, and we have 3 adults, 2 dogs, and a child in this card. So what I'm saying is you are moving, remember that frustrating but inspiring? So maybe you were having some issues collaborating or working with others. Maybe they weren't seeing what you were seeing. Maybe you're not seeing what they're seeing. But then as you work through this, as you process it, then you're going to move forward. You're going to go from the 3 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. You're going to go from just having an idea about something, being on a mission to do something, to actually fulfilling it, to going to that prosperity, right? The wealth, the financial stability of it, right? So you're going from just learning it. I feel like I'm not even explaining it right. This is what's coming to mind. So from culminating it, from having an idea to actually coming to the closure of it, to what it is going to be. And then that's how you're going to go through. And that's what the shift is going to be, that you were maybe confused, didn't know what you were really seeing. It wasn't making sense, but now it's going to make sense. That's resonating. Somebody needs to hear that. That's resonating with somebody. So let's get some clarification on this shift. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands and the Lovers. So be open, right? Be open to receiving what's coming in. This shift is a choice. You don't have to choose it. But you have Archangel Gabriel here who is offering it to you. He's saying the universe is bringing this towards you. The universe wants you to see this, wants you to move in this direction, but it's your choice. This is a shift. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're still evaluating what's going on there. Again, in this frustration, this tension of Mercury. So your thoughts and ideas have tension with this transformation that wants to happen. And it's because I just heard trusting. You're not trusting yourself, but trust that the universe is here for you. And you've been working on things for a long time. This has been the theme pretty much the whole year for my readings, is that we've been doing a lot of work, right? Pluto in Capricorn was a lot of work, a lot of processing, getting through a lot of things. And seeing things in a different perspective, being open to what's coming in, and not seeing what you don't have, but looking at what you do have. What is it that you still have control over? And I don't mean control in a negative way. I mean control as in you're able to use those processes. You're able to move those things forward with you. So I want to get clarification on this Ten of Pentacles, Spirit. What do you have for the Ten of Pentacles, please? What does the collective need to know about this Ten of Pentacles? Okay, Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So there's choices that you are going to be making with this power, right? This strength I just heard, this building of your thoughts and ideas into fruition. You have the resources to do this. The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. She's very confident. She knows what she wants. She is sitting there and she is so composed and she knows what she wants. She's got her eyes closed and she's like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter what you say. Okay. And I want to get clarification on this Lover's card and this shift that's happening, Spirit, please. What do you have for the collective? Some jumpers. Okay. So you have the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So something's coming to an end, and it could be a little bit painful. Maybe you weren't seeing it coming to an end. You've been working really, really hard, but you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You're very sure of yourself. You're very confident. You're able to make those choices. That's what this is about. It is a choice. And on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. You are taking your power back. He is moving forward in the illumination of that full moon, right? The full moon is lighting his way and he's illuminating it for him. He's showing him the way. I want to get some Spirit of the Animals guidance, please, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? And we have the crow here, or the raven, on this Seven of Swords. What other guidance do you have for the collective, please? Okay. This cartridge is so big. All right. We have personal choice and frog prosperity. Choose, right? Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So, what animal, excuse me, are you imagining? Um, and then you have frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace the change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So, with this choice comes the abundance. With this choice comes that prosperity that you've been looking for. You just have to choose it, right? You've been working hard. Use that discernment of the Queen of Swords. Be confident like that Queen of Wands. You have all that you need right now. You just have to trust yourself, okay? Thank you so much for all the likes and subscribes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning to my channel, thank you so very much. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm releasing a new video. And I invite you to become a member of my channel, which will give you access to the weekly Love Focus extended readings. We did the first one last week. And we will be going into more detail with those love focuses. Um, there might be a need to do more than one video. I'm also thinking I might even draw um, cards for each zodiac sign, a couple of cards to get some guidance for each zodiac sign. And then with that membership, you also get a free ebook, which is my ebook on the astrology birth chart basics. So you'll able to understand what your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus is, how your planets are stationed on your birth chart, and what that might mean for you. This is just a basic guide. And then you will have access to any other members only videos that I might post throughout the month. So those weekly love focus videos are still open to the public, but the extended readings are for members only. And if you would like a personal reading from me, there's a link in the description box below. And until next time, have a good day.